Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is Grand Arena, final matchup, Week 2, Season 22. Last round we had that tough win where we missed out on the full clear, but we did get the win. This is where it wrapped up. This was all shown in the last video, but I misplayed this Palpatine. I used up my gas team up against his troopers, and I thought my Jedi Knight Luke was going to be enough for the Palpatine, and my Jedi Knight Luke was not enough for the Palpatine. That error messed things up, where if I would just switch the teams, we would have been able to get that full clear. My opponent, though, got stuck on CLS and couldn't get through my fleet because he puts Malevolence and Negotiator on defense. Today, we have another tough opponent. This is what we're looking at. He is using Jedi Master Luke in the arenas. His overall stats, close to 1,000,000 GP. That's very good. When we take a look at his inventory, there's some rare stuff here. One, he has 2 GLs, SLKR, and Jedi Master Luke, but right down here, he has Maul. You have to be a player of a certain level of seriousness and obsessiveness to have Maul right now. You need to not mind how horrible that grind was, or be motivated by other things. Like I was motivated by having this channel and liking Maul. Otherwise, I don't know if I would have been able to stomach it. When we take a look at the bot, this is the hot bot, or let me enlarge this. This is the Discord bot, hot bot from Hot Utils. You can use this on my Discord, or most guilds have it. From the guild GP, he's in a much larger guild. Lifetime banners, I've got 100,000 edge, but you have to be a good player to be at this level. Here's what I really like to see is the undersizes. Most of my opponents and most players in general don't have a lot of undersizes. This guy does. Same thing with the clears. He's fairly close to me. Not too much difference in the top 80. I have a big advantage on Zetas, but most of the Zetas at this point are luxury Zetas that really aren't making a difference. I have a slight edge on relics that he makes up with the amount of Gear 12 characters. Here's the biggest surprise, though, on this matchup. Considering he has Maul, considering how developed the roster is in general, how seriously he takes Grand Arena, I'm surprised by these mods. He has completely overlooked mods. So we have an edge on 6 dot. More importantly, we have a big edge in speed. So hopefully that will keep our win streak going. Now relics, he's got a little bit more emphasis. We're fairly even on relics. There's nothing significantly different. Just plus or minus 1 or 2 on each of those. We both have Cat. I have the edge in speed in most of these situations, except for Jedi Knight Luke. You kind of want a slower one. Mine is modded for arenas right now, where I want a faster one. The rest of these guys here, it looks like I need to add Maul probably to my personal list of characters. Probably Padme as well. And then the rest of this, I've got the edge. The big edge here I have is Executor, but Executor is the reason why I go up against opponents who have the GL advantage now. So let's just jump in this. My defense, pretty similar to last round, not exactly the same. We'll just quickly glance at it. Nothing I really want to highlight here. Old Ben, Finn, Telzine, Mon Mothma, and Bam. Bottom territory, pretty standard for me. We're looking at Sith Empire, CLS, Bounty Hunters, and Night Sisters, Venturous Night Sisters. The fleet territory, that's just Malevolence and Negotiator. That's what I've done all season. It hasn't really come into play so far. Back wall, we got Padme, Grievous, Nute, Troopers, and Bastila. Now, my opponent has made another move that is going to play into my advantage. He's made his territory above his fleets the hard territory. I do not recommend doing this, so this is what he has here. He's also breaking some of his patterns. Usually his SLKR is saved for offense. Has it on defense this time. We got Geos, Traya, Grievous, SLKR, and Jedi Knight Luke. And this is actually going to be tough for us. Because Jedi Knight Luke can be tricky. And the way I think I'm going to be approaching it, I'm going to be splitting up. I'm going to be using up a lot of Jedi that I would probably want to save for the back wall. If he had those two characters in the bottom territory here, I'd be forced into some difficult decisions trying to make sure I didn't run out of counters, the high level counters. But this bottom territory, it's pretty soft. We got Shaak Ti, Nute, Bounty Hunters, and Mon Mothma. So we're going to be able to get through this without using anything that we care about too much, and then we'll break through into that back wall and then play it out from there. Just start from the top. It was 5's an ARC Trooper, right? Or 5's an Echo. Yeah, but they're not at relics. So we're just gonna nest solo this. Probably wouldn't do it if Echo was at relics. But since everyone's at gear 12, this is fine. We're gonna focus on 5's instead of Shaak Ti because maybe we won't. Because of how often 5's is going to be taunting, we kind of just have to get through that taunt. Because the counters are a big part of this. Like, we can target outside of 5's, but the counters are important to doing a lot of this work here. And I'm afraid we're going to take out Echo. And there we go. And from here, we don't need to worry about anything. With the new team, we're going to just Wampa our way through it. He saves a lot for offense from his Grand Arena history, so I don't think we're going to see that Maul team. I don't think we're going to see a lot of scarier teams on the defense. I need to make a preset for this. Droideka and Dooku, I think. Alright. Protection tech. Get the taunt up. Prevent the revives with the weapons tech. Get our protection up. We're gonna hit Nute. Take out Nute. The revive is prevented. Now I can wipe past that damage immunity. I'm not gonna hit Dooku because I want days on him before I hit him. Days him. Alright, no days. No days, but it's fine. We're going to dispel or cleanse Wampa, so Wampa can take his turn and wipe him out. I think we're going to just JTR Bossk. I'm trying to think if there's a reason not to. Like, do we want to use JTR somewhere else? Nest is a little annoying, but with the relic advantage, and it's just a gear 12 nest, with the right timing, we should just be able to blow her up. Remove the turn meter from Bossk so we can focus where we want. We're just gonna stun Bossk. Alright, guess that. I just want to take some hits while I can. Let's start bringing that protection down. Gray hair. So we're through the protection and she's gone. We can just auto from here. What are we doing? Now that I have all these relic bounty hunters, this next conquest I have some advantages in. I think... Oh, I know I'm going to talk myself into going for Old Man Boba. I think I might make a video showing which teams I use to get the feats. And there's other channels that do it. I was looking at like the Skelterix video. His relics are really high on a lot of those teams. And he does a good job of showing, like, giving two options. But I think showing... me creating a video that shows with a lot of Gear 11 and Gear 12 characters still going for those feats, I think might be beneficial. We're going to do... I think we're just going to do bounty hunters here. This is iffy. This might be a bad idea. Alternatively, we could use Jawas. We could use Traya. But I was thinking of keeping my Traya just in case I want to use them for the Geos. The thing is, even at Relic 5, IG-88 isn't that strong. We're just gonna do it. I think having 2 Gear 11 characters up against Rebel fighters is risky. Because Wedge can get those AoEs out pretty quick. We'll take him out. I wanted Jango to do it though. I should let Jango do it. That was a mistake. I misplayed this. Alright. Now, if I would have just waited, taken out Wedge with Jango, then Wedge wouldn't have been able to be revived. I was just worried that Jango wasn't going to take his turn first, but no, either way. There's no way these guys survive long enough. I'm trying to avoid using a good team. I don't even think this is going to work. I'm just kind of hoping it does. Yeah, see, that's the wrong guy to be hitting right now. I didn't want to blow them up. Let's taunt. Yeah. I didn't think that was going to work. Now I'm left to either Traya it or use a good team. We're going to just Traya it. I don't want to use a good team. I don't like using good teams on the front wall. Yeah. I just more wish I didn't misplay the Jango. I honestly should not be taking chances. This opponent has the roster to full clear me. That was actually dumb what I just did there. I should not have even thought about the Jawas. But This is why I wanted to be careful, because now we got Maul, who I've never had to deal with before. So I need to think about how I want to handle Maul. Wish we had my nest for Phasma, that's fine. I wish we had Jango for the Night Sisters. We're just going to start battling around the edges. Taking out the teams that we have a clear counter for. He's got Canderous here? What? Okay. It's kind of weird. All right. We're going to return to this wall. We need to start using our good teams and figuring out what we're going to have left over. I think we're just going to use Bad Batch here up against Grievous. This is not a scary Grievous. We don't have to worry about things. I'm just wondering if there's another place I would like to use Bad Batch. I don't think there is. I think we're fine. Let me get the days up, go for the stuns. AoE. Throw the buff immunity here. I called tech for the assist there because I like getting that target lock out. This is dispel. Okay, that doesn't look like a dispel, so I'm going to hit Hunter. Okay, that should be a stun. We're going to start hitting B1, bringing down... Ooh, I don't like that. Get some more stuns. Is that free hit for Grievous? All right. This should be the AoE. Or that. There we go. Echo is really good. We're gonna hit SLKR and JKL because I need to know if we're gonna need to take 1 or 2 shots up against Jedi Knight Luke. Really, any of these teams. We're gonna do Hermit Yoda and Yoda. This should win, and it will save me flexibility against other teams. That's what we did last time. Last time we were going up against Night Sisters with SLKR. Let's do this. I'm trying to think about how I want to play this to maximize how quickly we hit all these inherited teachings. He's got buff immunity, so we can't help him right now. And that's the last we need to do the ultimate. And there we go. That was the easy one though. This next one, I now need to beat Jedi Knight Luke without my Hermit Yoda. So my Luke is automatically not going to be as good. It's slower. Or his is slower, so we're not going to affect the turn meter as much. I am so tempted. Nah, I don't want to do that. I'm tempted to use Empire against this Jedi Knight Luke because that's how mine lost last round, but I didn't put Old Ben in my team. I used some sort of bad Jedi. I was out a good Jedi. And with looking at what's on his back wall, do I want to... I don't think I can save my gas. What if we do that? Definitely. Maybe we bring in Jolie. The only other place I was going to use Jolie would be with JKR, who I was thinking of bringing up against Traya. And I think that's okay because I'm not losing that Traya battle because of Jolie not being there. Jolie's not really going to even be reviving anyone. Because if that Annihilate gets off, Jolie's not doing anything to help. So is that what I want? Just who do I use with Jolie then? I guess Ahsoka. I'm not gonna have enough damage to use Revan. Maybe I will. I think this is what we're doing. I don't feel good about it. I don't like it. Alright, we can auto from there. I didn't need Jolie. Although the assist from Jolie was nice. But somebody else could have provided me an assist. I don't know. I feel like we used up a team that we could have used elsewhere. Don't like this relic Scion. We're gonna keep Shaak T. We're not really gonna have any damage. I guess we'll do this. His mods aren't good, so there's not gonna be a lot of speed here. Once I take care of Nihilus, we don't have as much to worry about. Maybe a taunt would have been nice. Yeah, I probably wanted to... do it. Just get rid of Nihilus. Alright. I don't know why I'm using these abilities like that. We'll do a nice big hit. I don't know why I did that. There we go. I think this is the first Relic Scion I've gone up against. He's been on my long list of relics I'd like. Ooh, I don't like this. I kind of can't afford to lose Ahsoka right now. She's all my damage. We're not gonna auto because I need to make sure the right characters are getting the strategic advantage. That was not quite the perfect waste of that, but an acceptable use of that. Because if we can take him down before he gets that again, there, increases cooldowns, perfect, okay. Now we can definitely pulp these I think at this point we have to pulp these Geos. Because we used up Traya and my Jawas. I'm just concerned. I haven't thought thoroughly through how to approach his Maul. And I should not forget that I still have my own Maul that we need to use for some testing. Throw some more dots out and now we'll chuck it. Go. Alright. Okay, we one-shot that wall. But we may have used more than we needed to up against that Jedi Knight Luke. We might maul the Phasma here. I think that would be a good test because we know we've had what, 2 or 3 tests of my Maul now. I think no more than that. We had some very weak tests that was just like whatever, we knew they were going to take it, but we took out just generic GL prereqs with Maul. That was no problem, and this is kind of what that range is. And then we tried to take on some troopers last round, and that went poorly. This is a slight step up. I don't think my Maul is going to take care of his Maul. So I think this is where I'm going to want to use him. Especially because I did use up some better Mandos. And I don't have Zetas on my Maul. And looking at those Zetas, I think we're going to put 2 of them on before next round. And one of them will leave off because I'm not convinced it's necessary. I want to get as many hits as we can on Kylo before Retribution is up. Especially because we didn't get that, I just want to hit Kylo hard. We're not going to take Kylo out. Especially because these dots are going to help Kylo, which was actually something I should have thought of before we started doing this. We're going to save that for when Retribution is on Kylo Ren. We want to get ourselves to an advantage. Or we'll do it right now. Wait, does this... Does this give me something if I take somebody out? That must have been the third ability. Okay. Whatever, let's just do this. I can't believe he hasn't taken a turn yet. Kylo Ren is so scary. Let's just do it. I want to save the anguish. Oh, come on. Let's do this. Let's do this. That's bad. I like that he can't counter. Let's dispel. He's got a buff immunity, so he can't get it back. I guess let's do that. Okay. We're gonna do this ability just to heal. Just to heal. Okay, we're now in trouble. That was closer than I thought. If we were... If we were at gear 12, that may have been a win. Definitely a win at relics. And possibly a win if I just had the Zetas. Alright, I think we need to HanChew this. Or... do we Shaak T it? Really? We're not going to be countering. There's something going with the kit. All right, we're going to go with. I'm going to bring in Leia. Or do I Captain Han? The other guys are going to go quickly. So we're going to get to this. The critical chance is not going to do anything. I'm going to bring in Captain Han. Because a couple AoEs from Chewie and everyone else is going to be gone. But this falls apart if I lose Han or Chewie. Alright, we're going to do a hit here. Can't... Oh, there's a Zeta. The Zeta prevents the stun. Alright. Let's do it here. Let's take out Jango. Take out Beskar Mando. Jeez. There we go. The reason I lost is just because I didn't think ahead about the Kylo synergy with the dots and Canderous. That was an oversight. Oh, we still got plenty of stuff. Maybe I'd rather a Vandor Chewie and do no leader. What if we did that? Let's try it. throw this over on L3. With the counters from L3, that'll help reduce the cooldowns. It was a mistake not to use the special the first turn with Vandor and not do the protection up. I only use this character on defense. It's just like not even thinking about how to use him properly. All right. And then we use Rex and Fives as the last team here. Maybe we don't. I think we don't. We don't have to worry about damage as much. So this is where we're going to use Mando. Because there is a risk of Rex and Fives just having to deal with that. Being stuck behind L3's taunt and just L3 constantly coming back. How does this work again? Use an ability while buffed 10 times. I'm going to use Zam. Or do I want to throw Fennec in here? This might be a bad idea, because Fennec could die easily, but we're going to do it. The reason I was thinking Zam is with the thermal synergy, Zam could use abilities a lot faster than these other guys and get the contract off fast. Hopefully we get a daze or stun. Okay. Stun, perfect. Well, what am I talking about? L3's cleansing. This doesn't even do anything. See if we can get stun here. No. Alright, we have a contract. Next turn we have Disintegrate. Take out Vandor. And there goes Qira, and now we'll just auto until we get Disintegrate. Or not. Radisson home one. But you don't have good pilots. I'm just deciding how I want to divide up my pilots. Our home ones are even. But I could start with Biston. I hate relying on the RNG of those assists because I feel like I don't get it enough. We're just gonna do the bounty hunters here. Radis sucks on defense anyway. Yeah, alright. Get our mass assist going. Throw another breach. There's no point, let's just get a double tap. Yeah, it's not doing anything. You want to do the specials anyway, even if they're not going to give you any benefit, just because the specials land breach. You want to get as many breaches on the field as you can, or inflict breach as much as you can. I'm surprised Ghost was his reinforcement. That might mean Phantom isn't. Isn't part of his reinforcements, that is. Okay. I will home one the Radis. The Radis is over. Both the Radis and Finalizer are overdue on some more ships, especially now that the Executor gives the bounty, gives Houndstooth a definitive location. Because the Radis is a completely different fleet if you take Houndstooth away from it. So all of us players who have the Executor, we basically have a Radis that is no good. I can't believe that Poe is faster than my Biston. We just need to hit Bossk. You know, I should have done Y-Wing. Having the disruptor right now would be preferred. I guess it doesn't matter. Can you guys just kill him? Just kill him. Alright, time for the new account. We'll check real quick if there's any feats. I don't think there are. Hopefully that's a win. He can full clear me. There's a couple. We dropped 2 battle, or I guess 2.5 kind of. And he has a lot of good stuff to come at my roster with. But I think I'm forcing him into making tougher choices than I had to make. Okay, we got 1 feat. Looks like I have a squad arena battle to do. Alright, time for new count. And we are back with a new account. I don't know why I say that. Like, I personally take a break between these, but for you it's 2 seconds, so I really should be saying something else. So last round. Quick review. I think... No, I attacked before he did. I haven't even looked at this yet. My engagement with this new account is... It's dropping very quickly. Alright, so my Ewoks and Geos hold. Ewoks hold a lot. Night Sisters did good too. That's why this has been one of my strategies for this account, which is to just develop good teams quickly. It doesn't matter how far you develop them. Just having them at all can give you some big advantages. And then Geos and Sith Empire. But he got through the Sith Empire. Took 3 shots there. I just have a lot of stuff. And if you're not specifically building out a bunch of other teams, it's going to be difficult to go up against the amount of teams that I have to offer. So let's take a look at today's opponent. Which I don't even do any prep works anymore. I just set down defenses, throw in my offense. I need to accelerate some development on other characters. I've just been hoarding gear and kind of just playing this on autopilot. Especially since Conquest started, I don't have the time to really pay attention to this account. Alright, few Zetas, some decent gear, but I should be able to just march through this one. What am I clicking on? It's time for another haircut. Same defense as always. It looks like we have some tough choices here that we we should still be able to get through this. So we got Geo. Is this an auto? No, this is not an auto deploy. Alright. We got Vader. Basil is no big deal. You know, I should probably close down some of this other stuff. Boost the computer is using a lot of resources. We got Geos down below and Night Sisters. So we'll Han the Vader. We will just help Vader these Geos. I should put more gear on this Thrawn. Probably should do that no escape Zeta. Yeah, let's chuck this at soldier. We will. I need the Omega for this stun. Alright, we're gonna fracture. Are you kidding me? Why are you doing that to me, spy? Just chuck it again. Alright, there's some stuns. Let's get another Shaak back on Brood Alpha. Let's get another ability block. I hate you so much. We're gonna hit soldier, chuck this at Alpha, and there we go. That's the sloppiest one we've had in a while. I think we're gonna bounty hunters these guys. There's a few just like nice to have Zetas that I kind of want. And Jango's unique is one, just like the Vader no escape one is another one. But I have been holding off on putting really any Zetas on for purple ability mats. Especially with the amount of teams that I'm building. Right now I'm working on the Maul requirements. There's just a lot of resources. And it's like an either or prospect. Although I might have enough resources. I should probably start putting on some of those resources, see where I even am at on this count. Daka's the one I want to get. I want to get either enough debuffs on or enough damage that Boba can execute. I think. Let's get some more debuffs. It's probably good for Boba now. Come on! I need to level up Boba's abilities. Does that prevent revives? Why did that work? doesn't prevent revives. Oh, it's because it's a low level. It's not a Gear 10 zombie. Here I am treating this battle like I got a Gear 10 zombie. Yeah, you gotta get a Gear 10 zombie right away or just not use zombie. That would have been better off with Talzin. Talzin Venturous Daka. No. Alright, we got Old Ben, we got Leia, we got Hera. Right. We're gonna deal with this Vader, and then the rest of this we're just gonna go to autopilot and shut my brain off. I don't know if the feat expired, but there's a feat where if we use Leia on a team, we get stuff. I don't know. I don't feel great about this. I almost feel like we should put Chupio on this team. We'll see how this goes. Han is how I like to go about this because we can nullify Vader to start. But you can see the amount of damage we're doing. It's not really what I want. We kind of need Chupio here. I'm going to throw another stun on Palpatine. I can pull turn meter away from Vader. Alright, we're good. Leia's stealth, so we'll hit Dooku. There goes Palp. Stun? Perfect. Alright. We're fine, but I don't know. This is the next toughest team. We'll do this. I'm basically gonna just start hitting auto and looking at my phone while this goes on because this is the level of engagement I'm currently feeling for all this. We should have hit Yoda. Yeah, we definitely should have marked Yoda. Let's make sure we don't mark Luminara on accident. That would be upsetting. There we go. Luminara is really easy to gear up. I'm actually thinking about just taking her to gear 11 just cause. I think I want to round out a few squads right now. Like Greedo is my last bounty hunter. Imperial Super Commando is my last Mandalorian. There's a number of Galactic Republic Jedi that I still need to do, but I'm thinking about doing like Luminara, I'm a Gonna Die, Eth Koth, Kit Fisto. I know I'm forgetting one. They all They could all use the Gear 11 treatment. Conquest starts tomorrow, I think. And we'll get started on that journey. CG apparently doesn't think I'm allowed to have fun anymore. Just conquest. I don't know. We've got well, let's try out my Shaak T team. They're not great. They're not great right now. We can't do 5s because he doesn't have the Zeta. Rex and Echo. Arc Trooper might be the better idea, but all these characters are not very developed with their purple abilities. And then I've been farming the resistance heroes, or really just Finn. Poe's been done for a long time. And then I've been working on the Traya stuff. Traya I should have unlocked in another two whatevers, Sith raids. This team is not near ready for prime time. This the cat laid down on a wire and messed up some stuff. I don't know if I can fix it without restarting. I think we're good. All right. What are we gonna do? JTR? I'm just trying to get a feel now for where some of these teams lie. JTR is not gonna handle this. Level 60, Gear 7? No, that's not gonna cut it. But if I can feel out the power level of each of these squads right now, I can figure out where I need to be throwing resources. Do not go on that cord. No, no, no. Okay. A little scary, not great, but not bad. We got Old Republic, we got Bounty Hunters, we got Bastila. We got a lot of teams. We're ready to move up in divisions. Probably start working on a lot of these legendary characters where I did 5-star unlocks, in some cases 6 stars, but in the case of like Chewie and C-3PO I stopped at 5 stars because they basically need all the purple ability mats, and those were not resources I wanted to throw at them. Because purple ability mats right now, those are a in-demand resource. What could you... Jeez. So even like these bounty hunters, other than like Jango and Bossk is probably mostly done. They're at like ability level 5 to 7. I don't even put very many Omegas on unless it's a clear benefit. What did I do? Did I put Geos down on defense? I don't do that. Can't use Biston. Biston's not leveled. What is going on here? I put the wrong defense down. We should still be fine. I really need to put that stun gun on Biggs. That's what's holding my Biggs back. I would be autoing if I had put in my Geos. I do not trust this fleet as much. Alright, there we go. Another Grand Arena. Just we'll check if we got that feat, and then while we wrap this up, we'll take a quick glance and just make sure I didn't forget to put something down. I don't understand how we did this. Okay, well, he's got a much harder fleet on defense than I usually do. Alright, we got 2 feats. Yeah, so there's the Princess Leia one. We're running out of time on that. That wraps this one up. And there we go. So thank you for watching. I feel like doing something for Conquest. I think I said it at the top of the video about showing my solutions to this series of feats, because this is what we're going to be dealing with for the next 3 conquests, because that's how CG's been doing it, is basically the same feats and mostly the same bosses for 3 conquests in a row. Although I feel like they changed the bosses a little bit. Like the bosses stayed the same, but the teams, like I feel like some of those characters they've switched up. It may all be in my head, but now we'll have footage and I'll verify it. But thank you for watching. Be safe out there, everyone. And as always, be excellent to each other. This is still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.